Bienvenidos a EuroLeague. Me llamo Euro Run. This is 94 Feet of Life, a little special edition, introducing folks to the EuroLeague. We see a lot of talk in the group about, I don't like the modern NBA or, what is European basketball like? What is the flavor? So I'm gonna give y'all a quick crash course on the EuroLeague. So what is the EuroLeague? EuroLeague is the elite basketball competition in Europe. These are the 18 quote unquote best teams in Europe representing, let me look at my notes here, 9 different countries, 18 teams. Some of your favorite players have come from the EuroLeague. Obviously, Luka Doncic came from Real Madrid. Manu Ginobili, the great Spur, played in Italy. He played for a team called Virtus Bologna, was a EuroLeague champion over there. Dominique Wilkins, at the end of his career, played for Panathinaikos in Greece and was a EuroLeague Final Four MVP. You've had the Gasol brothers. You've had Ricky Rubio. Tony Kukoc was a 3-time EuroLeague Final Four MVP. So I wanted to give folks, man, just a little bit of his little background on it, so that maybe, NBA is not catching your fancy, or you just want to try something new. Let's get into EuroLeague. So let's talk about how the competition is made up. It's 18 teams. They play a 34-game regular season. So every team plays each other home and away. At the end of 34 games, the 6 best teams go to the quarterfinals, and then they too have a play-in. Their play-in is the 7 plays the 10. It's the same format as the NBA. 7 versus 10, 8 versus 9. It's the exact same format. If the 10 seed loses, they out. 7 seed goes to the quarters. The 8-9 loser then goes on. So it's the same format as the NBA playing. And then you go to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals is all best of 5. So best of 5 in the quarterfinal, and then you have those 4 teams advance to the EuroLeague Final Four. Now, the EuroLeague Final Four is just the American Final Four. 1 game, single elimination. You play the semifinal winners play each other for the whole crown. The competition starts this year's competition starts on Thursday, October 3rd. And the regular season goes October to April. So these teams that are in EuroLeague are playing each other while they are playing in their actual domestic season. So while the Spanish league is going on, while the Italian league is going on, while the Turkish league, Greece is going on, you are playing essentially two leagues at the same time. Now, what are some of the real differences in EuroLeague? I got my man Trav on here. I didn't introduce Trav. Trav gonna be kind of jumping in here. So what are some of the real differences? EuroLeague the game is shorter. So instead of 48 minutes, 4 quarters of 12, you play 4 quarters of 10. One of the big difference. One also big differences is in EuroLeague, you will typically see teams have deeper rotations because, again, they're balancing this with their domestic season. So instead of a 9-man rotation in the NBA, EuroLeague, you might see all 12. You might see 12, 13 guys play. Luka Doncic said when he first got to the NBA, he's like, it's easier to score in the NBA than the EuroLeague. Let me just give y'all kind of a breakdown. It's just who he played for. Y'all might remember Marcus Howard that was at Marquette, big scorer. He led the EuroLeague last year in scoring. at 18 points a game. So as you can see, you don't get big numbers because in European ball, the minutes are more evenly distributed, shots are more evenly distributed. So you're not gonna see a guy get 20 shots, or is gonna play 35 minutes a night, get 20 shots. It's much more evenly distributed. So that's the thing with the EuroLeague. So that's sort of a real basic setup. Now the teams, there are like 18 teams. So you like, well, how do I pick a team to root for? Who should I root for? So I just kind of give you a brief one. The two best teams in the EuroLeague are both in Greece, actually. Panathinaikos, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so excuse me. Panathinaikos is one, and Olympiacos is two. If you ever say I want to watch one game, watch Panathinaikos versus Olympiacos.
That's it, yeah.
The best way I could put this is the Lakers and the Celtics, but there's a real threat of violence. And this is not me being funny. It is intense.
Understand. Please understand.
Travis been watching a little bit of it. He can tell you.
Understand the fandom in Europe is way different. This is much more controlled. We are controlled.
Yeah.
It's chaos. There's chaos. Like their celebrations is wild. That's how wild it is over there.
In EuroLeague, the crowd is the atmosphere. There are not cheerleaders. There's not games in timeouts. The crowd is the entertainment. So they call it derbies there, which is the same thing as a rivalry. That's a great game to watch. Another great game to watch is Real Madrid and Barcelona in what is called El Clasico. Our fans who watch soccer or football know Real Madrid versus Barcelona is huge in the soccer football world. It is also huge in basketball. These are the two dominant teams in Spain's domestic league. Real Madrid has a lot of your favorite, a lot of guys from the NBA play for Real Madrid. So guys like Mario Hezonja, who was a former lottery pick. You might, where's Mario Hezonja? He plays for Real Madrid. Going back to the Greek derby, Kendrick Nunn, who had a really good year with Miami as a rookie and then just kind of fell off, has now become like a star in the EuroLeague.
Last place he was at, I think he was at LA.
He was with the Lakers for a little bit. It didn't go well. He's gone to Europe and is like a star.
Mm-hmm.
Another team. If you want to say, who else should I watch? Monaco. Monaco has Mike James. Mike James, who used to play for Brooklyn, played for Phoenix, and is now the all-time leading scorer in EuroLeague history. Has scored like 4,000 points. He's the all-time leader. So these are some of the things you want to watch. Another derby I would watch, Partizan Belgrade and Red Star Belgrade. This is the Serbian derby. Neither one of these teams are considered like contenders for the EuroLeague, but if you just want to see, just as Trav talked about, just the energy and the passion and the fireworks.
It's out there, man.
The fireworks, the flares, the crowd going crazy. The Belgrade Derby, Partizan Red Star is another one to watch. So here's another one to watch, Paris basketball. So Paris basketball is a team that has literally only been in existence for 6 years. They were literally formed in 2018 by David Kahn, who used to own the Timberwolves.
Right.
David Kahn is most infamously known as the guy who passed on Steph Curry for Ricky Rubio.
That's
But
probably the way he got his ticket to Euro, and he had to leave town after that.
yeah, yeah,
You can't get Rubio and Flynn.
yeah,
Rubio
passed
and
on Steph
Flynn.
Curry. But he's a part owner of Paris basketball. They were formed in 2018, and now 6 years later, they're playing in EuroLeague.
Mhm.
This is like when the Raptors were formed, or when the Heat were formed, and you playing for the NBA championship 6 years later has to be an expansion team. Um, so if you like, man, I need something to kind of watch. Another team to watch is Milan because they're owned by Armani Exchange. So I know a couple of y'all who are down with the fashion. You have a team that's owned by Armani Exchange. So the EuroLeague has all types of really interesting subplots, and we laugh and joke about like who he play for. If you want to say where is somebody, look up a EuroLeague
Look up
roster.
the Euro League. Just
Look
look
up,
it up. If y'all don't, I think, and I know you was talking about the rules. A lot of those rules are Olympic basketball rules. So
correct.
y'all like the Olympic basketball version of what y'all just seen a couple of months ago?
Yep.
That's exactly what the Euro League is.
That
I
is
think
what Euro.
the goaltending is the same way, right?
Yeah,
The
the rule
the ball tap. They call
yep.
it ball tap
The rules in Olympic basketball rules
or Olympic rules.
in EuroLeague are the same. The way the
Mhm.
court, that trapezoid lane,
Yeah,
is the same thing.
how it expands towards the baseline, so it eliminates the 3 seconds in the lane and stuff like that. I mean, all that is it comes to play. Um, Again, it's okay. It's okay about the game. I mean, don't like the game, fine, but we want you to give a fair critique about it. Give a fair critique. If you really don't like basketball, the NBA game as it is right now, this this
Oh,
this is your way. This is
right.
your way to get in love with the game again, because they're going to play hard. The bench is going to come to play, and
And
people that you think wouldn't make it in the NBA are over there.
oh
And
yeah.
they're playing so hard. They're playing their NBA lives to come back home.
Mhm.
Some of them like it over there, which is,
Right.
and
And
they
then
get
you have
paid now.
right.
They
And
get
that's the
paid.
key. You have guys over there who may or may not have made the NBA, but they just suit that style of play a lot better. For instance, Seti Osman, who was like Germ's guy with the Cavaliers, is now back in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like, here you go, a name for you. Remember Stanley Johnson? Stanley Johnson now he plays for Istanbul. So you'll see guys like a Tyler Dorsey. Tyler Dorsey's name you probably haven't heard in years. Tyler Dorsey is the man in Europe, though.
What Candace brother? Um,
Candace Parker's brother. We talk about former players. Candace
he's the
Parker.
man.
Candace
He's the
Parker's
man.
brother used to play for Maccabi, which is a team in Israel, and he's like, you were like, oh man, he was an NBA journeyman.
Tournament
O-
MVP. He's
Over
the
there,
MVP and everything. He's the
over there, he's
his
the
money is
man
no
over there.
good over there.
So I think it's a beautiful chance for you all to kind of really to watch something different.
Mhm.
Because of the time differences, their games typically are on in the afternoon. I definitely recommend, like for those of you who are on YouTube, you
Yes.
should subscribe to us. The EuroLeague basketball channel on YouTube is an excellent resource.
They have them all. They have all the games there.
The games, the analysis, the highlights. So this is just a really, really brief primer, man. I definitely suggest though checking it out. I will be back sporadic. Not gonna say sporadically, probably like every once a week, every 2 weeks, either on YouTube or in the group, giving y'all updates on the tournament. But I would say definitely go check it out, man. I'm gonna put a couple links in the comments. Uh, but stamp your hoops passport. When we say it's 94 feet of life, we really do mean
We
life.
heavy.
And life includes exploring another style. So I'm gonna get out of here. Remember, 94 Feet of Life is the Facebook group. Subscribe, notifications on, like the video, and let's kind of get on this European journey together, man. I really like to hear y'all kind of give it a chance. Whether even if you didn't like it, give it a shot. See how it fits you, man. Trav in the building, Euro Ron, 94 Feet of Life, basketball for the people, by the people.